Yo, what's going on, Dragon Ballers? Welcome back to another video. We're back into Zenkai reveals, and today we'll be talking about the Piccolo archetype coming out that's revolving around the Dragon Ball superhero movie. No spoilers, of course, but if you guys haven't seen the movie, I strongly recommend it. It's just good. Dragon Ball super fun. Really enjoyed it myself. So definitely go out and see it. We'll be getting into this video, though, guys. If you are new here, make sure to subscribe, hit that bell so you never miss a video. And if you guys want to help support the channel, there are many ways to do so down in the description as always. But today, guys, if you want to buy or pre-order any of the cards we talk about in today's video, feel free to use my link in the description to TCG Player. It really does help me out a lot, and of course I really do appreciate each and every one of you guys that does contribute to the channel. No matter how you do it, I really do appreciate it. Anyways, let's jump right into things. Of course, this is a yellow deck, so you guys know that I'm pretty hyped for it, and it's Piccolo, which is one of my favorite characters. So Piccolo, auto, discard one card from your hand. When this card attacks, look at the top 5 cards of your deck, add up to 1 yellow card among them from to your hand, then shuffle your deck. So Cell Surge vibes here, getting to look at the top 5 and add any yellow card you want. Not quite add any card you want. Can't add Overwhelms, can't add your one of Champa, but you can add your secret rare, you can add your super combos, you can add any archetype card that you need to your hand, which is kind of insane. But it comes at the cost of pitching a card. Now, there are many cards in this main deck that benefit from being discarded, basically, and of course you can always fall back to Saiyan Instinct's Goku, right? That card loves discard effects because you put it in the drop, you draw 2. That's always really good. But yeah, this leader, I'll be honest, I haven't played it much yet. I played a lot of the other stuff in Zenkai. I haven't played this one much yet because I'm waiting for the ban list to drop to really know how to invest in yellow. I want to know basically if Cooler's getting banned or anything else like that before I really invest a lot of time in Zenkai yellow. Hopefully that's coming out tomorrow because I just have a hunch that I think the ban list is coming out this Friday after all the main set reveals are done. But yeah, I haven't played this one much yet, so I'm basically unsure if the leader is really strong via all the discard outlets and the discard effects, and that's kind of the way they just had to balance it, or I'm afraid it's a little bit overbalanced. And I don't have the playing experience yet to really tell that, but a lot of the stuff does seem strong, so we'll keep going. Awaken, realize 4 or less, or you have a mono yellow Sun Gohan Z battle card in play, draw 1, untap 1, and add cards from late to hand until you have 6 left. So your Awaken is pretty much always guaranteed, which of course is very powerful. Like that Z deck always being accessible, you can Awaken literally whenever you meet the Z Awaken requirement. So all you have to do is combo, I think, 1 card and I have 2 energy. I'm pretty sure that's a Z requirement for this deck, and you can Awaken, which is crazy. Piccolo facing new foes, auto once per turn if it's your turn. When you play a yellow card from your drop or a Z battle card, draw 1 card. So yellow's got really good Z battle cards. There's one for this archetype that we'll talk about today. There is also a Goku coming out that we'll save for the Bardock video, but just know that card is also absolutely insane. So having that raw +1 come from a resource that's not your hand is going to be a way to bolster your hand size. That's really cool. You're going to want to try to do this every single turn, like either play a card from your drop or play a Z battle card so you can continuously bolster your hand, because the rest of the leader has a lot more discard effects. So once card attacks, draw 1 and discard 1 card from your hand. Same thing, it benefits from all the discard outlets in the deck and all the discard effects in the deck, but it doesn't allow us to raw +1 just from swinging, which a lot of other leaders obviously do. Activate battle once per turn, another discard cost, discard 1 card from your hand, use it to 1 yellow battle card of 5k combo from your drop in a combo with the skill is negated for the turn, and this card gets plus 1k power for the battle. So that effect defensively is very good. Granted, that is going to count as a 10k combo more often than not, so that's pretty solid. And then offensively, you can swing into 16ks, which is sometimes randomly relevant. But having 2 discard costs on the Awakened side is definitely a little bit alarming, can't lie. Obviously, it helps you set up your Z energy, and it sets up all your different discard effects in the main deck that we'll see. But yeah, that's where I think this leader might just be a little bit overbalanced. Otherwise, it might just be really good with the way it'll synergize with the main deck. Let's get into that now. So first we have Pan facing new foes. We have a 2-drop 15k Unison. Permanent, if you have a Sun Gohan superhero card in play in rest mode, your opponent can't attack this card, so some good protection. Auto for a yellow, if your leader is a Piccolo superhero card. When this card is discarded from your hand, play this card from your drop in rest mode with a marker on it. Then it has 2 +2s. One of them is activate main, draw 1 card, then discard 1 card from your hand. They couldn't let us have a raw draw 1 because the leader is full of so many discard effects, right? It would have been nice if it was a raw draw 1, but still synergizes with the deck, granted. Activate main +2, choose 1 Sun Gohan superhero card in your battle area in rest mode, and it gets plus 10k power until the start of your next main phase. So maybe that's relevant for keeping a Gohan superhero alive. We'll have to kind of wait and see. Gohan Parental Love, 1-drop barrier battle card, 4K, auto limit 1. If your leader is a Piccolo superhero card and this card is played from your hand, choose one, either draw a card or add up to 1 pan growing up fast from your deck to your hand, then shuffle your deck. So a consistency piece. Let's read Pan Growing Up Fast, which this deck searches. Pan Growing Up Fast, 1-drop 4K, unique barrier. When this card's played, draw 1, activate main. If your leader is a yellow Piccolo superhero card, you have a yellow Son Gohan superhero Z battle card in play. Play this card from your hand in rest mode. So we're going to see effects that require you to have a pan in play, and this thing being a free play is real good for that type of strategy, right? Nice that it replaces itself. It's got barrier, but it comes in play in rest mode, so odds are your opponent's probably just going to attack into it pretty easily, but still a pretty solid card. Then we have Pan Inherited Bloodline. So I just find this card hilarious because it's all souped up with Deflect, Unique, Dual Attack, and it's a super rare with 10k, but I mean, that gets fixed once you read the card. So permanent, when this card will leave your battle area, remove it from the game instead. Auto for yellow, if your leader is yellow and your opponent has 2 or more energy. When you place this card from your Z energy in your drop to pay the Z energy cost of a mono yellow Z battle card with energy cost of 2 or more, that's a mouthful. Play this card from your drop, then choose up to 1 of your opponent's battle cards in rest mode, ignoring barrier, and KO it. So having that barrier removal not tied to attacking, which the yellow Trunks deck has, is a really nice benefit. This thing also having deflect means your opponent cannot stop it. This thing is going to come down, it's going to pop something ignoring barrier, which is awesome. Auto when this card attacks, use up to 1 mono yellow card of 5k combo from your drop in a combo with its skills negated for the turn. That's not once per turn, and this has dual attacks, so you'll proc that twice, making this a 15k dual attacker. That's great. Gohan Facing New Foes, 2-drop 15k, 1 Z energy cost, deflect, dual attack. Permanent, reduce the EX Evolve skill cost of yellow Gohan superhero cards in your hand or drop by 2. Auto, if your leader is a yellow Piccolo superhero card, when this card's played, choose one of your opponent's battle cards and switch it to rest mode. So pretty solid there that this thing is a dual attacker, so you can swing with it once, put it back to active, and then you can evolve into Gohan Flash of Brilliance, 8-drop 30k, deflect, dual attack, EX Evolve, limit 1 for 3 energy total, but again, it gets reduced by 2 for Facing New Foes' effect. Permanent, this card will be removed from a battle area, remove it from the game instead, and then permanent, you can activate this card's EX Evolve from your drop. So more discard synergy, which is real good. Auto, if you have 4 or more energy and a yellow Pan superhero in play, when this card is played, it gains double strike and barrier for the turn, so that's where Pan Facing New Foes comes into play. Auto, if you have a yellow Unison in play, when this card attacks, choose one of your opponent's battle cards in rest mode, negate its skills for the turn, and KO it. Real nice thing they added the negating skills part, because you can get rid of things with indestructible, which is really cool. A lot of times in yellow you need like Final Flash plus removal to kill things that have destruction ignoring effects, but this card does it all on its own, which is real cool. So this is really what the mid-game strategy revolves around, and so far I'm really liking it. Again, I had some kind of reservations with the leader maybe being a little bit overbalanced, but these cards all seem really strong, so that's definitely showing some promise for the deck. Then a few consistency cards. We have Piccolo, Heart of a Teacher, 1-drop 4k auto. When this card's played, look at the top 5 of your deck, add up to 1 Earthling or Namekian, both yellow energy costs of 4 or less, or a yellow Unison with a specified cost of 2 among them to your hand, then shuffle your deck. Activate main / battle. If your leader is a Piccolo superhero card and you switch this card to rest mode, draw 1 card, then discard 1 card from your hand. So if you needed more discard outlets, this card will do it. Honestly, I feel like you probably have enough just between the leader and the awakened side of the leader's activate battle, but and the Unison counting that as well. So maybe this card's not super necessary, but maybe it is in some cases. SS Gohan, Guardian of Earth, 4-drop 19k blocker, auto limit 1, spirit boost 1 for a yellow. If your leader is yellow, when this card is discarded from your hand, play this card from your drop, then choose one of your opponent's battle cards and switch it to rest mode. So that's kind of nice actually, because it's kind of become hard for yellow to rest active cards, which I mean in Zenkai that's gonna be super easy between this deck and this card we just saw, and the new Goku starter deck, the Goku Great Ape starter deck. It's going to be much easier to rest active cards than it has been in the past. Like if you play yellow Trunks, it's actually a little tough to rest active mode cards in some cases. Like your Trunks blocker is a great card, but it pretty much interrupts your opponent on their turn, and it doesn't really affect cards they already have sitting in active mode. So having this card do that is really nice. Auto once per turn, when you activate this card's blocker skill, switch this card to active mode. So the classic 19k double block, that's an awesome effect. For the sake of family, 1-drop activate main, look at the top 5, add up to 1 yellow Saiyan or Namekian among them to your hand, then shuffle your deck. So usually I don't talk about weird extra cards like this because they're not ever really going to see play, but this one is actually a very general search for 2 pools of character traits, which is definitely kind of interesting. And the fact that you can add your Gohan Piccolo Newfound Might super combo secret rare to your hand is definitely worth mentioning. Will you play this card though? Almost definitely not. Just the fact that it's an extra card is always going to be a big downside to a card like this, but I thought it was pretty cool just to cover that it's got such a wide searching pool. Then we have 2 more cards that are coming out for the archetype. Piccolo, Namekian Pride, 2-drop 15k unique barrier, permanent. Well, this card's in rest mode. Your opponent's battle cards can't attack your leader. And then discard 1 card from your hand when this card is KO'd. Play this card from your drop in rest mode with skills negated for the turn. Not bad. I think as far as I've seen, you have to dedicate the 2 energy to play this card. There's no real way to cheat it out, which, like, 2 energy is not the most, don't get me wrong. Maybe this will be solid for your aggro matchups where you kind of just like defend this guy as your quote-unquote deadly defender, but he gets played most likely during your opponent's turn, which is not going to proc your leader's auto from when you play a card from the drop, so that's kind of unfortunate. And then pretty much same thing with Goten growing up fast. It is pretty cool that we're getting a new combo into play battle card. We haven't got one of these in a long time. I mean, granted, they're like super outdated and pretty irrelevant, but same thing. Like, I'm not going to combo this thing offensively and have it come in rest mode, right? This is a card that you play on defense to get a 10k combo for value and then play a body, right? That's the main purpose of cards like these. And again, that auto to draw a card when you play a card out of your drop is only during your turn. So these 2 cards don't seem to synergize that all that well, unfortunately, unless you have some way to KO your own card in the case of Piccolo, Namekian Pride, which I don't really think there is. But overall, besides these 2 cards, most of the other cards read pretty well to me. That does leave me a little bit hopeful for this strategy. Again, of course, we have to wait and see what the Set 18 ban list has in store. Maybe we'll see that tomorrow, who knows. But anyways, guys, let me know in the comments below what you think about the Piccolo superhero archetype. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one.